Nico promises retribution while he's still at home. Our interim matchmaker has signed Lacey Ryan versus Heather Monroe in the 5th match of their best-of-7 series, and currently it's all tied up 2-2.
That match is our Dave & Buster's Match of the Week. Watch WWE Clash of Champions with Dustin tomorrow night.
It's time for the Dave & Buster's Match of the Week. Watch WWE Clash of Champions at Dave & Buster's tomorrow night. It's free. Plus, we'll give you a free game card. Let's head back to ringside.
Well. If it isn't Miss Ryan coming back for a little bit more from the Queen of Hollywood, Miss Monroe. P.S. By the way, between you and me, I've been thrown in classier dumpsters by better people. Huh. Listen, we have business to attend here, and that business involves Miss Heather Monroe continuing to punch you, continuing to beat you in the head with her fists. So it's only appropriate, Miss Ryan, that match number 5 in this best of 7 is a taped fist match. Get ready, because I cannot wait to see the lumps on that ugly head of yours. Let's go, darling.
There you have it, the stipulation, taped fist match.
Man, taping your hands can make a significant difference in striking ability. That extra added support, people can really wing those hands. I think these girls are going to be throwing in a minute.
Somewhat surprising as well, because Lacey Ryan, an excellent striker. Now, I'm being told that the rules of this matchup, you can win 3 ways: pinfall, submission, classic, pro wrestling, or by knockout. So those powerful punches might come into play here.
Not only that, but this drama has been boiling over for 5 or 6 months without any type of action. These girls probably really want to beat each other up right now.
Well, they're picking up right where they left off when it comes to the intensity of this rivalry. Watch out there. Allison Lee almost in harm's way. What a feud this has been. What a best of 7. Oh, looking for a big haymaker. And again, speak on a little bit on the impact and the difference that tape fist can make, Blake.
So essentially what the tape does is it adds a ton more support in the wrist and between the hand bones so that you're not as worried about breaking your hand or buckling your wrist. So you, like I said, you could be punching a brick wall and, man, your hand's probably going to be all right, especially with how well these girls' hands are taped.
What a shot there by Lacey Ryan. And this thing, what a breakneck pace this is started off with. And again, the hatred, the vitriol between these two competitors. You'll recall, initially it was you had to win with a 5-count pin, submission only. Then Vipers came into play, and then it was, of course, that falls count anywhere matchup. Now, tape fist rules, big shot there by Lacey Ryan, and goes upstairs. The Killer Bay is in deep trouble early. She's rocked, Blake.
She is. You can see Lacey Ryan going in there and just adding a barrage of attacks on Heather.
Into the cover now. One of the ways you can win this thing, that submission or by knockout.
Lacey needs to jump back on her. She was doing so well at damaging Heather. She cannot give Heather a chance to start breathing and recovering. Otherwise, she's going to get countered just like that.
A few weeks back, again, just Nico Marquez had come out and stopped the matchup with CC Chanel and Viperous. That brought out Heather Monroe and Halston Body. Heather Monroe got active with Nico Marquez, laid him out, shot after shot. At least we know that Nico's not around. We saw that message. And look at this, Halston getting involved, Stay out of there. Go back to the dumpster where you belong.
He is so sneaky.
Unbelievable. Yeah, but he changed the momentum of this matchup and perhaps the outcome. This might be and this is a pivotal match, Blake. This is to take the lead in the series and to basically force match point, to be 1 win away from taking it home.
This is an extremely important matchup. And if Lacey hadn't given Heather that split second to start recovering where Halston was able to get in and change the momentum, if she had just stayed on Heather and landed shots with those taped hands, man, we might have already seen a 3 count.
Shot after shot here, blocked nicely there, though, by the Killer Bay, and answer it back. Here you see those tape fists. Those were 2 unanswered shots, 3 now, 3 in a row, and you can see the legs buckle of Lacey Ryan.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, where you have a significant amount more power when your hands are taped
Pin
up.
attempt here. Sunset flip, only a count of 2. What a unique stipulation, and that's saying something when we've seen such craziness in this series so far.
She isn't, darling. She's not.
She's not better than me. I'm the queen. I'm the women's division.
And there you hear Heather Monroe saying, I'm the women's division. And, you know, she does, and she used to say, you can't wrestle here. I mean, she really wants to be at the top of the heap. Here's the cover. Only a count of 2. Again, this is, we're even Steven right now. This really is pivotal a match as there has been in this series. Who's going to take the lead?
It has been back and forth so far, but the momentum is definitely swaying towards Heather. Since Houston was able to pull that sneaky move and throw Lacey off the top rope.
Yeah, exactly. By outside interference, impacting the matchup. Now here's the power. And I'll tell you what, Lacey Ryan maybe during the time away from in-ring competition hasn't been in the ring as much. But you know, you see on her social media, she has been working out. She's been living in the gym, has done some in-ring training as well. And big, here we go, big shots now raining down out of the full mount. And she's got to intelligently defend herself here, or the ref might call for the TKO, call it a knockout. And Blake, we know that, hold on here, Heather Monroe going for the cover. We know the punches in bunches of Heather Monroe effective ever since laying out, knocking out Nico Marquez. We haven't seen him back inside the Ocean View Pavilion.
Yeah, Heather has hands on her, and especially, like I said, I keep mentioning this, those taped hands are going to do a lot more damage. You can see it right now on Lacey's face when she's eating those punches.
Swing and a miss there. Nice DDT.
This instant replay is brought to you by Dave & Buster's. Don't forget, watch WWE Clash of Champions with us tomorrow night. It's free to watch. That's Dave & Buster's Wolf Chase.
And back to Lacey Ryan. She's in for the cover. And comes close.
I'd like to see Lacey get up and start adding some pressure.
Lacey Ryan thought she might have had her there with the DDT. And Lacey Ryan ate a lot of those big shots earlier, but certainly seems the fresher. Look out here, full head of steam, looking for the big knee. That's what put away Heather Monroe on the ramp, and a big kick there by Heather Monroe into the cover the other way, looking to put her away. And no, what's he doing here? We saw messages, we saw the footage. You're supposed to be at home, damn it. Halston Body getting physical with Nico Marquez again.
Here comes Heather.
Another time that, I mean, Nico Marquez calling, oh, he just ate one of those shots with the tape fist. Down goes Nico. Down goes Nico. Now Lacey Ryan in there. This is total bedlam here, these two going at it. Why does Nico Marquez continue to come and interrupt these matches?
This is wild. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, I mean, what would you expect after last time these two went out and people were getting thrown in dumpsters, bottles? Maybe that's the gripe of Marquez, of Nico Marquez, taking that bottle over the head in match 4.
The officials are doing a pretty good job of breaking things down right now, though, guys.
Really?
Are things, I don't know.
Adnan Qureshi, the ring announcer, getting involved, trying to let cool heads prevail. He's holding off Nico Marquez, who has been like a man possessed. I mean, a real power play. In fact, you'll recall the words of Nico Marquez before saying, you're the queen of Hollywood, I'm the king of Hollywood.
Whoa, Nico Marquez goes down again.
Well, this is getting real familiar. Shot after shot now, but now it's Lacey Ryan out of the full mount. Here comes EJ Sparks, Dickie Mayer. Here comes the locker room spilling out. The bench has cleared. And we're right here, you know, on the West Coast by the beach. Call the lifeguard at Pier 6 because a brawl is breaking out.
Wow. They're going to have to call the police department to get this to stop. This is wild.
The
this
Millennials,
is bedlam.
Adnan still there with Nico Marquez. You got the millennials out there. Dan Joseph, television champion, Vipress of the women's division. This is
wild.
Total madness. Unbelievable. Look at that Friendship Farm is out there.
There are bodies everywhere. Fists are flying.
And look at Nico holding on to Adnan for dear life, trying to keep himself safe. He doesn't want to eat another shot.
Yeah, Nico Marquez had no idea.
Oh, look at him crawling. Look at him slither away. Look at Nico Marquez slithering away, but the brawl has not subsided one iota. It is total madness here in the Ocean View Pavilion. We are surrounded by this brawl that has broken out, and now is all the way up here in the broadcast position, in front of the broadcast position. Richie Slade's giving somebody the business. You're bulletproof. I'm sticking with you, pal.
I got you, TK. Just stay behind me.
I'll tell you what, folks. We'll be back next week. If anything's left, call the cops.
Holy moly.
You can say that again.
Holy moly.
Nico Marquez is such a snake.
He's been called a lot worse. Just check our YouTube comments.
Total chaos to end this week's program. I never thought I'd say this, but good for Halston Body.
No kidding. We're all out of time, but I want to see more of that fight.